Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about the time I went to Jamaica.
Lion order.
Let me hurry up and film this while the natural lighting is good. So quick little backstory before I get into the real story. So me, my brother, and my sister were all born in Canada. But my mom, my dad, and like plenty of relatives were born in Jamaica. So my mom has this thing where she goes to Jamaica 2 to 3 times a year, and it's been like that for a very long time. And staying back was kind of shitty sometimes, because sometimes we have to go to our grandmother's house, and it's just like, not a good time. So I do remember it being during the school year that we went, because I missed a little bit of school. We went for 30 days. I know that we took 2 planes to get there and 2 planes to get back. I think we went straight to Atlanta from Ottawa, and then from Atlanta straight to Jamaica. So the first place we stopped off at was Spanish Town, Jamaica. Spanish Town is not a great place to be. It's just not. On top of having like everything I need at my disposal, like running water. I was a pretty Canadianized kid, and I was at that age where you're kind of like too cool for your family, or you think you are. You know that age, like 13, 14, kind of like walking around in public with them with your earphones on and that rude shit, you know? We pretty much hit the whole parameter of Jamaica. Like, we did everything in 30 days. I think we slept 7 different places in that 30 days. We stayed at places for like 2 days at a time with all our stuff. Like, we had this van, this old shitty like beige Windstar or something. I know for sure we ended up at Montego Bay. Montego Bay is the more touristy part of Jamaica. We were in the slums the whole time, so it was nice to see some like lights and like a Burger King and shit. White people with vacation braids. We're hitting a couple arcades and shit, like just like the touristy stuff. Keep in mind, probably like 8 or 9 days into our trip, and we still haven't stayed at a resort yet. We stayed somewhere that was called Saint something. Then we visited my dad, who lives in Ocho Rios. So the last time I saw my dad before that trip, he had facial hair like kind of like this. And when I went to Jamaica to visit him, this man was black Santa'd out. That Rick Ross, hefty beard going. He had dreads, he had like a gold tooth. I'm like, damn, bro, this guy went off. He had like chicken coops and shit. I don't know if this was unexpected or my mom planned it, but we actually stayed in a nice little villa. Now, I don't know if this is the definition for a villa. It's like a gated community. It's kind of like if you've ever been to Cuba or things like that on your resort. There's like groups of homes. Anyways, it was kind of like that. There was like a little party room where there was a pool table and stuff. There was a little stable. There was a horse there just chilling. It was pretty cool, and it was so relaxing because we had all our stuff for like 19 or 20 days up until this point, just lugging it around in this stupid ass van, going from place to place. And so we got here and we actually just kicked off our shoes and we just relaxed. And it was only for like maybe 4 days, but that was the best time because we didn't do shit when we were there. We just honestly hung out. It was a good time. We got some family bonding in. So my birthday happened to fall within the 30 days of this trip. And my birthday happened while I was in Jamaica. So because my birthday is on New Year's Day, there's always a countdown for my birthday every damn year. So if I'm not doing something exciting, it's almost like that much worse that I'm not doing something exciting. Hearing that countdown like 10, 9, 8, and you're looking around and you have your situation and you're like, all right, I got my friends, I got my boyfriend, girlfriend, you know, I got some family, I got these random people here, I'm drunk, I'm having a good time, I'm eating, whatever. You look around while the countdown's happening and you're like, I love my life, or I hate my life, one or the other. When the countdown was going down, I'm in Jamaica, in the very back of this shitty ass van on some super dark dirt road with my family and like the driver who I had no idea who it was and another person who I had no idea who it was. And we had the radio on ever so quietly, like it was like an awkward level. And you could just hear the countdown on the radio. 10, 9, 8. And my mom looks back. She looks back and she just looks at me and smiles at me, and I'm like in the back of the van, I'm so mad. And by this point it's like 4, 3, 2, 1. First of all, we're in Jamaica too, and it's a Jamaican radio station. So like when the New Year's went off, it was like so after the villa, we ended up leaving. We stayed at another place for like another few days, the last little bit of our trip. And then we headed home. It was such a shitty trip for me, but that's because I was young and I didn't appreciate it. If I were to go to Jamaica now, I'd have a time. Even if I was in the same situations as I was back then, staying at people's houses and whatever, that's not ideal. But at 25 years of age, I would definitely appreciate a free trip to an island way more than I did back then. At the time, it kind of felt like a chore. It was just so cheese. Thousands and thousands and thousands of miles away. I didn't take it in, I didn't care. I'm just like, okay, it's hotter here, great. When I was there, we went to a beach that was called Dead End Beach. It's at the very end of a street, like the street you're driving on, and it's just like houses, and then it's just like a beach, and then the street just ends. Like it doesn't turn into anything else, it just stops. So that's why it's called Dead End Beach. There's actually an airport right to the side, and the runway for the planes actually goes like pretty far into the water. When the planes are coming in, it kind of looks, if you're far enough, it looks like they're just coming in on the water. And there was mad jellyfish in the water, just like little things swimming around. It was mad cool. Fast food tastes different. If you ever go on vacation somewhere far, you should definitely try the fast food that you have back wherever you live. Because it's interesting how different they taste. Like the chicken tastes different, there's like seasoning. Something I discovered there, the Jamaican patties. Unbelievable. Back in Canada at school, you know, and grocery stores everywhere, they sell Jamaican patties. But they're these little like half moon patties. They have like a little bit, like a little layer of ground beef in them. Up until me going to Jamaica, I'm like, these are lit, these are the best things ever. Like, that's it, that'll do. Went to Jamaica and I had the patties there. Holy. When I walked in, I asked for a Jamaican patty. Which is like, do you ask for a Jamaican patty when you're in Jamaica? If I went to China, would I be like, yo, can I get some food? Or do you say, can I get some Chinese food? So I asked for a Jamaican patty. Rectangle is like a rectangle bigger than my head. It was the shape and size of a book. There was a cheese option, but it was like thick too. It was dope. There were parts of where I was staying that were actually really nice. It was up on a hill, so we had to actually run down this hill. It was pretty dangerous every time we wanted to go to like the little store or whatever. But it was sick because it was overlooking the village, and it was just like, oh, you could see everything, the trees, like actual natural beauty that people did not make. It's just like that, it grew like that. The food was out of control, the snacks were out of control, everything was dope. I just hated the trip because I was a youngin'. I know my sister is gonna correct me, and she's probably gonna be all up in the comments. I did my best, alright? Well, if you guys like these videos, don't forget to give me thumbs up. It's encouragement, it lets me know. Also, super unrelated guys, so I did just drop a video about music. What I forgot to tell you guys, I do plan on making a few playlists on SoundCloud that you guys can just check out whenever you want. Makes it a little bit easier than me trying to answer snaps, being like, listen to this person, listen to that person. There's one up right now, it's not that great, it's just my personal, I just listen to it sometimes, but I don't even really use it. But I am gonna make a really nice one for you guys. Until then, follow me on SoundCloud, right here, Deej Design, same as everything. And stay tuned for some playlists. And until next time guys, don't sleep fam. I was looking for pool balls because I was gonna do this really cool thing where I take the pool balls and I go like that, right? Because I'm sitting on a pool table. But they're not here, they're downstairs. So let's pretend I have a pool ball in my hand, see how cool it would have looked.